now. He's right in the middle of the field, so we'll have to watch and see what side he lines up on. And I'm sure the Pioneer coaches are also watching what side he lines up on. Zane Laddig's got single coverage at the top of the field. Sam Wine's got single coverage at the bottom of the field. 3rd down and 4.
That could be big here for Sam Wine. You know he likes to catch passes in the corner of the end zone. That's his sweet spot.
Jaden Konzak in motion. Spencer's got time. He'll lob it out there. Boy, he got thrown down after the play. Jack Sawyer throws him down. Spencer, no time at all to make the throw. And Coach Schroeder will send out the kicking team. Boy, that was close for roughing the passer.
That was. In the NFL, they definitely would have called it.
My goodness, yes. Well, all right, no comment. Okay, so that'll bring up a long field goal attempt. Let's see where they put the ball down. They'll put it at the 20, so this will be about a 30-yard field goal. Pope hits the 37-yard field goal. Let's see if Jack Berry can hit a 30-yard field goal for the Pioneers. We got 6:02 to go here in the second quarter. Reese Dunham on the hold. Zane Laddick snaps it back. Dunham gets it down. Barry kicks it. He's got plenty of leg.
I think that went in.
And it did go in. So
he stays perfect on the season. 24-10. The Pioneers are down, but they're showing signs of life here in the second quarter. They have no quit in them for sure. They'll look to make a stop here on defense, get the ball back, and try to keep wearing down that Pick North defense.
Right. Yeah, but they gotta get their defense has to come up with some answers for the speed of Lawrence. Really, the running back has done a lot of damage in the second quarter, and then Jack Sawyer.
In the first quarter,
first quarter did the damage. So 24-10, 5:58 to go in the second quarter. Panthers with the lead. Pioneers showing some fight, they didn't give up. They get down 21-0, and it's 10-3 since then.
Right.
All right, so deep for the Pick North, and boy, they're facing forward. You just can't see their numbers.
No, you can't at all.
That's 16 is the guy on the near side. 16 for the Panthers is the wide receiver, Hayden and Kaltnecker. And again, 40 will be Nathaniel Rothman will be the kicker, the kickoff man for the Pioneers.
You know, I was talking to Mr. Smith before the game, and he said Coach Schroeder was talking to him about how Pick North doesn't have very much depth on that defense. And that could be something that really helps out in the third and fourth quarters of the game for sure. As you know, the Pioneers do have a lot of depth.
Short, high kick. It will be to the far side. He'll try the far sideline, and he'll be a good return for whoever that was. And we apologize. We can't see any numbers from where we're at. And we'll see where they mark them right around the 33-yard line, I think. And, boy, you just don't ever know where they're going to place the ball. Maybe at the 30.
No, you don't. Oh, yeah, they're moving them way back to compared to where I thought they were, about the 35.
All right, and so 31-yard line, and no Jack Sawyer. So maybe Jack Sawyer was just for the first quarter, and then Dom Myers, the senior quarterback, will be maybe take it from here on out. We'll have to wait and see. 1st and 10 from the 31. Dom Myers is the quarterback. Idris Lawrence in the backfield. Myers fakes. He'll try to pass. Plenty of time. Now he'll roll to the right. He's got Lawrence wide open. He finds him. Connects.
Good hit.
Dunham comes up and takes him out of bounds, but not before he gets 7 yards.
It almost looked like a little bit of holding there on the offensive line. Very hard for those Pioneer front 3 and 4 to get in there. They've been blocking very, very well. It's surprising to see there's not been very many holding calls. Very, very good offensive linemen for the Pick North Panthers.
They sure are. They're giving him plenty of time. 2nd and 3. Myers will take. He'll give it to Lawrence. He'll try the left side. Big hole, gets to the 45, and Josh Lazier comes down and brings him down, and pick up of about 8 out to the 48-yard line.
Excuse me. So the Pioneers, they've got to get set in their positions for sure. Not looking ideal so far on this drive for the Panthers. Dom Myers has looked very, very good. Almost a jump there from the Pioneer defense. And now Dom Myers is looking like they're going to change the play for the Panthers.
Right,
They saw the Orange defense bite a little bit on something.
Well, they showed blitz, so now they might switch out of something. 1st and 10 from the 47. Myers will take. He'll get the fumble. Ball's on the ground. Let's see who has it. Pioneers think they do.
Oh, it looks like they might. Everybody on the Orange sideline saying they do, and the Panthers are silent over there.
Is that Reese Dunham or no? Let's see, 88, I think, came out with the ball. Yep, 88 for Orange Pioneers. That is Dylan Dempsey, junior tight defensive end.
That's a turnover. What is that?
It's a turnover. Looks like he's going to do some squats with that. That's what we saw last week. It's a squat bar, turnover squat bar. So Dylan Dempsey gets some squats on the sideline, but the Pioneers get the ball at the 44, and that's exactly what they needed.
That is exactly what they needed. A jump start to this team, a big, big turnover. And like we said, the Panthers, they've turned the ball over quite a bit. That's now 9 times in the first 3 games, an average of 3 a game. And you just don't win football that way.
So Don Myers and Idris Lawrence, a miscommunication with the football, sets the Pioneers up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Spencer Hawkins will take. He'll give it to Vanchery. He'll try to the left side. No, Hawkins will keep it. Big hole up the middle. There he goes. 1 man to beat. 20, 10. Can he get in? 5. Touchdown, Spencer Hawkins.
Spencer Hawkins with a great fake there to Vanchery, and Vanchery sold it. He sold both of us. He sold everybody here in the press box, and Hawkins takes off with speed we have not seen so far this season. A great play call there. Catching Pick North off guard, and now the Pioneers are right back in this game.
Boy, they sure are. Spencer Hawkins with a 44-yard touchdown run. The whole field, the whole stadium was faked completely. They've run that same play to Vanchery, outside. And that's exactly where Pick North thought it was going to.
It's now a one-possession game just like that. The Pioneers have really turned this game around, having a lot of the momentum now. That was crazy.
Spencer Hawkins with a 44-yard run ignites the crowd, and the kick is up, and it's high enough, and the kick is good. And that'll make it 24-17, and the Pioneers are back in the game with 5:08 to go here in the second quarter.
And, you know, the Pioneer pit, it's still as big as it was at the beginning of this game. Nobody's left, and now they've got a reason to not leave. There's a lot of hope now. And going into halftime, we get the ball at the start of the second half.
That's right.
Great play, great call there to defer to the second half. And maybe we can get a stop here, try to score again, and then score again and just put them away. That's usually the plan, you know.
How about the speed for Spencer Hawkins? He split those safeties.
He did. We haven't seen that all year. He just took off.
Boy, the hole just was wide open. Everyone in the stadium went with Jake Vanchery. The Panther defense, you and I, everybody going with Jake Vanchery. And what a great ball fake. And like you said, Vanchery sold it. I thought he had the ball.
Oh, for sure. He, slowed down and everything to embrace the hit, and he just didn't even have the ball.
Wow. All right. Pioneers back in it. 5:08 to go. 5:08 to go here in the second quarter. Pick North 24, Orange Pioneers 17. Some students are looking for T-shirts. I don't know any idea.
I have not heard anything about T-shirts, but I'd like to catch one.
Okay. All right, here goes Nathaniel Rothman. He'll kick it, and he's going to kick it on that sideline high and deep again. And it's a fumble.
He muffed it.
Ball's on the ground, and it goes out of bounds at the 18-yard line, and he turns his back so we can finally identify number 5. Well, that's Idris Lawrence. Number 5 is the starting tailback. So we talk about an 0-2 team. Now adversity's hitting them, and that 0-2 starts creeping in. And
it definitely does. It wears on you that you haven't won yet. You know, you've been practicing for months now, and the results just haven't been there. And mentally, that just tears you down.
Yeah, you start doubting yourself again.
Right.
And then fumbles and accidents happen. So deep in their own end, starting from the 18, Don Myers, senior quarterback number 2, will be out with Idris Lawrence in the backfield with him. 1st and 10. Idris Lawrence goes in motion. Myers will fire it out to him. Jaden Ampadu breaks up the block. Jaden Ampadu makes the tackle, too. And that'll be a loss of about 10 yards.
That was a great play there by Jaden Ampadu. Way to get in there in the backfield. Pick North ran into their own players again. I mean,
boy, they give him such forward progress. Okay, good. They bark him back to the 9-yard line, so that's a loss of 9.
Big stop on first down for the Pioneers. Hopefully they can keep it up here on 2nd and 3rd down and cause a punt. Jaden Ampadu, he's having a good game so far.
Yeah, he blew up that blocker and then still made the tackle.
Yeah, he did.
2nd and 19 for Pick North there, deep in their own end at the 9-yard line. Don Myers, the quarterback, standing at his 3. He'll take the snap. He'll give to Lawrence. Tries the right side. Big hole. Zach Hill grabs him and slams him down at the 15-yard line.
Good tackle there by Zilla. And that snap looked a little low. I don't know if you saw that. It was down towards his knees, and he had to, reach down and grab that. Myers did to hand it off. He got it off in time, but we should be watching the center. Both centers have had some shaky snaps.
Now you wonder with the heat if the ball is slippery, sweaty and slippery.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, this is a huge play. 2nd down and 13. So Lawrence gets about 6 of those yards back, and then I believe that's Jack Sawyer in again. At quarterback, it is. Jack Sawyer standing on his 10-yard line. They need to get out to the 28-yard line. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to run it. He's going to try the right side. He's tripped up. What a beautiful tackle. And that is number 23 for the Pioneers. Trips him up and brings him down. Alex Lopez, senior nose guard. Alex Lopez trips up Sawyer for a gain of 3.
That was a great play there by Lopez. Jack Sawyer's torn apart this Orange front seven and the secondary throughout this whole game. And to be able to make a stop like that, that really boosts your confidence. Hopefully it hurts Sawyers a little bit too. And that Pick North team, you know.
Yeah, he's been running all over us.
Yeah,
it's a delayed quarterback draw. And Lopez is playing nose tackle. And I'll give you, Scott's going to be the punter. And we have a Caden Konzak back. But Lopez is 190 pounds playing nose guard. And here's the punt. Caden Konzak fair catches it, which is good, and it's okay. The Pioneers will have the ball at the 47-yard line. So some of the coaches thought maybe Caden Konzak could have run it. He had a little bit of room, but that's okay. Caden Konzak just playing it safe. Well, I tell you, I thought if they could get this under 10 by halftime, it would be great. And we got it to 7, and we've got the ball in excellent field position with 3:01 to go here in the second quarter. I'm Steve Geiger. With me tonight is Tanner Lambert. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line for the Pioneers. Spencer Hawkins in the shotgun. And taking his time. He'll take that snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to pass. He lobs it up high. He's got his man, and he throws it just a little bit too far. Zane Laddig got bumped at the line of scrimmage and couldn't break free, and the pass will go incomplete. But I like the Pioneers. They're attacking downfield.
Yeah, they are, and that's something you want to see. Those big plays, when they pay off, it's very, very worth it. So you hope to see that they don't shy away from those kind of opportunities. Because that's how we've scored a lot throughout this season so far. I know it's a young season, but you don't want to break what's not broke.
So Zane Laddig had a size advantage on a 158-pound corner out there, but he got jammed at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Spencer will keep it again, try the middle, and he'll just keep it low and plug away, and not a bad run for Spencer Hawkins. 4 yards, brings it 3rd and makeable.
Not a bad run at all.
3rd down and 6 for the Pioneers. 3rd and 6 for the Pioneers from the 50-yard line. Another big play for the Pioneers. 2:36 to go, clock running. Pioneers still have 2 timeouts if they need them, but this will be a big first down completion.
Yes, it will.
Third down conversion here. Let's see what the Pioneers draw up. 3rd and 6. They need to get to the 44. They're right at midfield. Spencer in the shotgun. He will pass. He's got time. He fires it out. He's got his man, and he overthrows Caden Konzak.
A little high for Konzak, but that's all right. Looks like the punt team will come out. No, they're going to keep the. Are they keeping? It's 3rd down.
Let's see. Yeah, it's 4th
no,
down.
It's 4th down.
So yeah, Coach Schroeder will punt, which I think is
I think it's the right move.
Yeah, it's a safe play because you don't want to give Pickerington North the ball at the 50.
No, you do not.
And let them score and go up 2 touchdowns at halftime, especially the way your defense is going.
Right. You don't want to hurt their confidence here.
And you want to hopefully can pin them in. Jack Fenton will come out to punt. Back deep for the Panthers will be Chris Scott, number 1. He'll go back to about to his 15-yard line. Let's see what kind of punt Jack Fenton can get here. Oh, offsides. Absolutely.
That's a big break for the Pioneers.
Goodness, are you kidding me? So that's a 5-yard offside. So from 4th and 6, we'll have 4th and 1, and that brings the offense back.
Oh yeah. So this is a big gamble here for the Pioneers. If they don't get it, the Pick North Panthers take over with great field position here, and hopefully we can pull it off here for the Pioneers.
Well, this is going to be again another huge play, but beautifully done.
Oh yeah.
Just draw off the Panthers were just trying to get back there, and they have several men go in motion, and that does get the offsides call. 4th and a long 1. Here come the Pioneers.
It looks like they're stuffing everybody in the middle. This is going to be a big run play.
Quarterback sneak maybe from Hawkins.
Possibly. It's not very far. It's a short 1 yard, it looks like.
And Coach Schroeder just wanted to read it, and now he's going to take a timeout. They were trying to draw them offsides again.
Yeah,
but this
again,
time,
for sure.
Panthers do not get drawn offsides. So 2:19 to go here, 4th and 1, and we'll see what Coach Schroeder decides to do.
This is a big play.
Yeah, it is. Makes me nervous.
Yeah, for sure, because if you don't convert, Pick North takes over with great field position, and that's not what you want to do right now. That's not the way the game is flowing.
Well, he's got everybody in the huddle with him. He's got his offense and
the special teams.
And Coach Barrett, the defense coordinator's in there. So everyone's going to confer, and this is a huge play. And this makes me really nervous and anxious. I'm glad I'm not the one that has to make this decision.
Oh, yeah,
right now.
for sure. That's a very nerve-wracking thing to do.
You know, I mean, I'm pretty conservative. I would just say punt it.
Yeah.
And keep your 7 point. You're down 7 at half. And let's see what Coach Schroeder decides. Nope, Spencer is going back out with the offense.
So big gamble. Coach Barrett must have convinced Coach Schroeder. It would be my guess. My defensive boys have got it is probably what he was saying.
That's
in
right.
there. And they've looked really good the past couple drives for the Pick North offense.
They sure have. There hasn't really been much last time Pickerington North scored. was a field goal at 8:18. All right, here we go, 4th and 1. Spencer under center. Return will give it to Vancheri, and he's in trouble, and he's going to be hit, and he's going to be slammed down, and that's going to be a 3-yard loss. Vancheri nowhere to go, and Pick North was ready for that.
Yeah, they were. A tough gamble there. It was a tough call for Coach Schroeder to make. He made it, so now we'll see what the Pioneer defense can do. Hopefully that one doesn't come back to get them.
Right, so kind of was hoping to maybe try that middle. We've had some success in the middle of the defense, and Pickerington North has shown great speed. So that fires them up, and now they have the ball at their own 48.
And it looks like Sawyer's coming in at quarterback.
Sawyer's coming back at quarterback. They're going to try to get a knockout punch here, potentially here with Sawyer at quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 48. Sawyer 6'5", 228. He'll take the snap. He's going to just run all the way, tries the left side. He dodges it up with great speed up the middle, breaks a tackle, and keeps going. And he'll get about 14 yards on the run. He makes it look easy.
Yeah, he did there. It looked like he wasn't even running, like he was almost walking up the field with guys just dangling off of him.
All right, and Zach Hill, one of our best tacklers, just blasted him, and he just fought that hit off and just dragged Zach Hill and a couple other Pioneers. So now we're at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Clock running, 1:55, 1:54. Zach Sawyer will try to pass. He's in trouble. Now he will pass. He'll just lob it, and it'll be complete, but he'll lose a yard. What a crazy play.
That was really weird, and a great tackle there by the Orange defender. That looked to be number 10, and he jumped up there and came down with the guy in his arms.
Jack Allman.
Yes, Jack Allman, my guy.
All right, big play for the Pioneers, and they'll give him a yard. So, and
the clock kept running, right?
Yeah, back to the line of scrimmage, 1:26 to go. Zach Sawyer in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 from the 48-yard line. He's got Scott up at the top of the field, who's double-teamed currently.
And they're spreading out those receivers to the bottom again to keep them away from.
And Sawyer will run the right side, and Reese Dunham is held, but no call, and it'll be a gain of about 5. Reese Dunham does finally break through the hold, but not before Sawyer gets 7 yards.
So that is 3rd down coming up, and a timeout taken.
It's an official's timeout.
It's an official's timeout, yeah.
Okay, so let's see where we got. About 4 yards. So they're going to give him about 6 on that run for Sawyer.
So they're changing the clock. But, yeah, you can see that Pick North offensive scheme is to keep those receivers at the bottom to bring part of the defense over so that Sawyer can run up the right side.
Right. Yeah, you got at least 3 Pioneers have to come down.
Right. So, yeah, then you're missing 3 out of your 11 guys at the bottom who can't really affect the play at all at that point.
Exactly right. And then Sawyer takes his chances at the top. So the middle linebacker for the Pioneers needs to get out there, number 30, Eli Payne. He's the one that has to break out. So big play here, 3rd and 4. Pioneers showing blitz. Sawyer taking his time. He's going to try the right side, left side, right side. Tip passes. Oh, man, almost intercepted. Great play by 52 to deflect the pass. And I believe that's Tyler Yonka.
Yeah, Tyler Yonka, the big man, getting up in there with a huge pass block on Jack Sawyer. And that was a great play there by the front defense.
52 deflects it. So now it's 4th and 4. What are the Panthers going to do? It looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 4 from the 32. Nothing hurt if they don't get it. 1:01 to go in the second quarter. 24-17 Panthers. 4th and 4. They got to get to the 28-yard line. Sawyer in the shotgun.
Pioneers are going to blitz. There he goes.
He's got him. Zach Hill. Oh, they set it up. Lawrence. He dies short. And they're going to mark him short.
Yeah, they're going to mark him short.
Reese Dunham makes the play, and he is marked short. He does not get it.
They do mark him short. Great play there to get in the face. I couldn't tell his number, but a Pioneer defender came off the edge unblocked right towards Sawyer, and he dropped back very, very quickly and was able to get that lob pass up in the air to give the receiver time to get back to the ball and try to take off.
Boy, Sawyer looks like he's been doing that all of his life. He threw that little lob right over the top perfectly.
It was almost like a layup or something. It just hung up in the sky.
So 54 seconds to go for the Pioneers. They do have 1 timeout. A long ways to go. Spencer Hawkins in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Hawkins will take it. He'll fake to Applegate. He's going to pass. He's got time. Now he's in trouble. He rolls right. He's got his man, Laddig, and he overthrows him.
That was a tough throw there. He was coming off to the right, and he had just defenders in his face. The Pioneer student section is going crazy.
And so Spencer Hawkins not having his best night after last week playing so good. He's 3 for 9 passing. 49 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
And you do have to remember the Pioneers get the ball at the start of the second half, which could end up very, very good for them. Hawkins takes a pass.
Spencer's going to roll to his right. He fires. He's got his man this time. He overthrows Konzak again. And Spencer unable to connect.
2 times in a row there.
2 times in a row. Looked like he had his man where he could have been able to make a completion.
Right. Those passes look to be a little hurried up. I think he's anticipating the hit a little bit, and he's just trying to hurry up that pass, and his receivers just are not there where that ball is going.
Right. Well, he has been harassed most of the night.
Yeah,
so
he has for sure.
That time there was nobody there, but he still was feeling pressure.
Right.
And that forced the pass. So 3rd and 10, Julian DeSabato checks in. Number 6 on the near side here with Luke Applegate and Sam Wine. Let's see what Spencer Hawkins can do. 45 seconds to go. Spencer will just try a delayed draw, and he'll get hit immediately. And another late hit.
That's a late hit. They're not going to throw a flag again.
He was down on the field, and the defender just spiked him with his shoulder. And Spencer will lose a yard, plus he'll get spiked while he's on the ground. So Spencer loses a yard on the run, 4th and 11. Pick North takes a timeout. 38 seconds, so good timeout for Pickerington North. Man, I just don't.
Well, I mean, I guess you can't really complain because they're calling it both ways. But still, that's like the 3rd or 4th late hit we've seen this game from Pickerington North, and none of them have been called yet, which gets to be frustrating as a Pioneer fan.
Right. So what you're thinking, though, is the problem is like the Cleveland Browns. You have one team that's undisciplined, one team that is. So the penalties are about even, except that one team is causing a lot more penalties than the other.
What was it, 18 for 183 yards?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's embarrassment.
A little tough.
So Jack Fenton will have to come out and punt, and you have the all-time dangerous Chris Scott deep for the Pick North Panthers. He'll go back to about his 40-yard line, and so this will be danger zone for the Pioneers.
Yes, it will. Hopefully he can get a good punt off here, and the coverage team can get down and make a tackle quick. And
Chris Scott go back to his 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's backing up. Some of the punts so far for Fenton tonight have been very, very good.
So the Gunners will need to get down in the field and get Chris Scott down on the field.
They will for sure. We'll see how big Fenton's leg is feeling right now.
He's running it a little bit, and then he'll kick it. Ooh, he waited a little bit too long. Low line drive, but it gave the Pioneers defenders a chance to get there, and it hits Jaden Ampadu at about the 38-yard line. So
not a bad punt, almost like a rugby punt.
It was a rugby-style punt.
Yeah, he rolled to the right, and
but Ampadu,
he got it off in time.
It hit Ampadu at the 38, and that's where they'll move it. Jaden Ampadu could not get out of the way.
I don't think the Pioneers down the field knew where that ball was.
No, it was a low-line drive that hit him in the back. So 38-yard line. Pick North has one timeout and 24 seconds to try to get a score.
Something could definitely happen there.
We'll see if Jack Sawyer is back in. Tyler Yonka checks in for the Pioneer defense, number 52. So 52, Tyler Yonka, 23. Alex Lopez, the nose tackle, and 88, Dylan Dempsey at the defensive end. Jack Sawyer does come in at the quarterback position, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. He's checking his helmet. He's all strapped in. He's got about 4 seconds. He gets the snap. It looks like he will pass. He's got plenty of time, way too much time. And finally Dempsey gets a hit, and he fires it deep. Let's see what the Pioneers can do. Scott tries to get it,
dropped it,
and Josh Lazier and Jack Olmond are there to break it up, as well as Joey Guagenti.
Good play there by the Pioneer safeties and cornerbacks. Looked like that ball hung up there for a while. Could have almost been an interception, but way to knock the ball away and make sure nobody caught it.
Well, he throws it from his 30, and it lands down about the 10-yard line, so that's about 50 yards in the air.
Not too bad.
Not too bad for a defensive end.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 10. 12 seconds now to go in the second quarter. Panthers with the 24-17 lead. Great comeback by the Pioneers.
You think they'll take another shot here?
Oh, sure they will. One up, they're going to give it to 6. It's Pipkins. Oh, my. Jaden Ampadu, welcome to the field to number 6. Takes some, slams him down. Andrew Pinkins for a gain of 2.
Looks like they're going to let this one go to half.
Wow, that was Andre Pinkins' first run, and he'll remember that one. Ampadu lays the wood.
Oh, he did, for sure.
All right, so we're going to do some stats, or we're going to throw it to our halftime show. What do we have time for?
We are going to talk for about a minute and a half, and then we're going to throw it back to the studio where Jacob Jarvis and Cole Patterson should be waiting for our halftime show tonight. And Pioneers, they're looking good.
They sure are. I mean, after that start, really the Pioneers outscored them 17-3 in the second quarter.
Right.
So
so really they scored more points in a quarter than Pickerington North has, who scored 14 in the first. You know, I mean, it's tough when you get a start like the Pioneers had to stay in the game mentally, but they did it. And, you know, now they're going to take the ball at the start of the second half and try to score on the first possession and get really right back in this game for sure.
So they cut it to 7. So they're down 7. It's a great place to be. They get the ball to start the second half.
After being down 21-0, you can't really ask for more than that.
All right, so let's throw it to the studio.
Yeah, for sure.
Steve Geiger, Tanner Lambert. We'll be back after halftime. We'll throw it to the studio. Guys, take it over.
I'm Ashley Graham. Orange is up 21-7.